Hello Flight Simmers, I'm Adam, welcome back to P3D. This video is a part of that little series how I showed you to create your own freeware TrueWorth with full auto gen. This is kind of an add-on video to it. Obviously in that process where we created everything, it won't create any night lighting, you know, and there will be no night lighting on top of photoreal unless you have an add-on maybe for that area, or if you have a global night lighting pack, it will sit on top, but unless you have got anything, you won't get nothing. Orbex won't throw in their night lighting. So what we're going to do is we're going to create our own. And it's very simple. So the first thing you need to do is run ortho xp P3D in order to go and grab the data, because we're going to use OpenStreetMap just the same. So first go and we're going to do that island again. I don't think I actually flew around at night to see, but there wouldn't be really any type of night lighting. So right, so there's highlight that, tick all these to start building that, and if I'm moving too quickly or you're like, dude, what are you doing, go back and watch the video where I showed you how to use this program. I'm assuming that you've watched that video and that you know what I'm doing basically. So we're going to use L18 preview. And we need to go find our island, which is here. Let's use number 11 actually, so we can get it all in one. So there it is. That's what we're doing. So control, and we just start building the squares. This is to collect the data. So like before, just going around the perimeter this way, you won't miss anything. And just building up. So yeah, I am assuming that you've watched my previous videos on how you create photorealistic freeware with full auto gen, basically free TrueWorth, using the default SDK kit. So it's only whatever's in the SDK kit, using this program and Scenery Proc. We use that one as well. And it does yield good results. Obviously, this is all freeware data that we're using, so it is only as good as the data that we're giving it. So the results of the night lighting will only be as good as the data we feed it. So, right, I don't want to miss anything out. So yeah, basically, for where you want your night lighting, obviously I don't have to do night lighting all over this island. Like in the middle, I doubt there is any. You can just selectively do like the night lighting where you want it. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just going to select everything, select all the areas where I want to collect the OpenStreetMap data for. And I did delete it for this video so I could show the process just in case anybody hasn't already seen those. But if you want to know where you can get OrthoXP P3D, you can either just Google it and hope that you get the right version, or you can watch my previous video where the link is in the description box that takes you straight to the download and bypasses a lot of crap, and watch that video to show how we set it up as well. I do go through it, so make sure all the squares are selected and that there is no land left out, and that's it. So save zone, apply and exit, and then basically click batch build, and as soon as it says creating TIFFs, we can get out of there. We don't need this program anymore. So while that's doing that, we'll go back and it'll be in here. Here it is, the old data that we had, 38 megabytes. Now, these folders here will also get built. We will need those. So just wait for this to start, say, creating TIFFs, and then we can exit out of this program. It doesn't take long to create the OpenStreetMap data. It's basically very small amounts of data, so even on a slow computer it won't take long. So it should start saying it any minute now. There it is, creating TIFFs. Bye bye. Okay, so first things first, extract all of these. We're going to need these as well. Once you've extracted it, you don't need these. Delete that and throw those into this folder as well. Ooh. Hey, wait, you still do? Okay. Then take the big roads and rename it to highway. And also make sure that it has got this OSM SceneProc data like file name as well. If you want the coastline, the highway, the water, whatever, do that for the same, but basically also you want to make sure that this says 2_0, so it actually falls in line with the data. You got 0001 1011 20, and then that's it. I don't even know if you have to rename it basically, but I did it the last when I tested it and it worked, so you might not even have to rename it. But it is the highway thing. In fact, it might only need to say highway, in all honesty. But we'll see. Then once you've done that, go into Scenery Proc and load up the program. And in my Discord, I have got two extra things. There is a folder called Night Lighting and a folder called Night Lighting Creation. You need to download both of these products and you need to unzip it. So I'm unzipping it here. Inside it is basically, it's a program called CZ Lights, and it's for Czechoslovakia. It's a freeware item, but I've renamed the folder to Night Lighting Creation, and this needs to be popped in the sim first. You have to have this part of your sim. So basically go to runway lighting. This adds runway lighting, but it will only add it to that part of the world. Because it's actually specific for Czechoslovakia. Runway lighting, and place this kind of near the top of your scenery library. I've got all my night lighting at the top, so I'm just going to pop it underneath that. Actually, I'll pop it on the top to take priority. It can be the first one, and then do the same for night lighting. This is actually the important one. The add-on has to be in your sim first before this process will work. So make sure you pop it in and place it somewhere near the top. It doesn't have to be exacting, but there we go. Once you've put it in your scenery library, you have to run your sim once. So we'll run our sim and we will head just to a location. It doesn't really matter. I will put it to nighttime though, and just run the sim once. It doesn't actually matter even if it, you go for a flight or anything. You don't need to worry about that. Once you've done that, you can close that down. That's done. Going back here, also download and extract this file here, Night Lighting SPC, and pop it in your OrthoXP Scenery Procs profiles. Put that one out here. No, don't bother. Pitch black here. Right. Close down the sim once you've done that, and delete the scenery indexes, which can be found in program data, Lockheed Martin P3D 5 scenery indexes. Highlight them all by pushing Control V and then, Control A, and then delete. You need to delete your index. It's a very important step. Once you've done that, once you've downloaded the profile, installed the night lights, run the sim once, now we can actually open up our profile. So we go to here and select night lighting. Now the script is already written, but you do need to obviously say the location of where your night lighting is. So let's go find where our SM data is, which is in here, OrthoXP P3D OSM data in here. Take that address and slip it in here, and it should remove all of the things. Now, obviously, make sure that this here, I recommend creating a new folder in OrthoXP P3D, call it scenery, right? And then take this line here, copy that, and place it here, because you'll get an error. Overwrite it, and then that's done. We're going to call this nlights for night lights. And if we scan the attributes of the data, if we click scan attributes, it will actually scan all the attributes of this data first before putting it in. Click run, and it starts reading everything, and it's finished. And that's how quick it is. So if we just go back here and go through the data, nothing in airports, nothing in coastline, nothing in water, but the one that says highway, it says 74 features within that file have been read. Let's see what it's made. It's made just under 2,000 lights of secondary. There's no highway roads, primary. Absolutely no highway roads have been created. Probably no highways on our island. There's no treachery roads. There's over 9,000 residential roads, over 5,000 other residentials, 10 living streets, 18 living street, and over 1,000 service roads. And then it goes and creates those. So we know now that this has been created. So you can shut that down, don't save it. And when you go back to the scenery file, you will have this thing that says night lights. So what you need to do now is go to the add-on where you've put your footer reel in. Mine's in New Caledonia. I've called it in here. I've already done it, so I'll delete this one. And we shall now pop this in. We can cut it and paste it in the scenery folder. And there it is. Now, if you don't install those night lights that I mentioned before, delete your indexes and restart your sim, you won't see half of the lights, because some of them are from Orbex and some of them are from that freeware night lighting add-on. You do need to have the freeware night lighting add-on to see all your lights. Otherwise, you'll just see yellow lights if you don't have it. Okay, and then start your sim. Then load into your sim and enjoy the new night lighting display. Now again, this will depend solely on what type of street map data that you get for this area. You might not see all these lights. You might only see certain roads as well. It all depends on what data you source out of that OpenStreetMaps, website. So whatever data you get is the lights you're going to get. So here I can see some yellow ones from Orbex. I can see the orange ones are from the that freeware night lighting. I've actually got black marble installed here, which are these ones down here. So they're intermittent along the roads. But if we set the time, you can actually see it does actually follow the roads accurately. If we get this just right to where you can just about see the roads are followed correctly, because it's all based off vector data at the end of the day. And there we go. So it will follow the roads, and there you go. You got freeware night lighting, and obviously depending on the draw distance that you have in the sim is how far off to the horizon they will draw. I've got my scenery draw distance maxed out, so it goes for miles, and so does the lights, which I'm about to crash here. Oh dear. But obviously if you have lesser values, you will see less draw distance out to the horizon. But basically you're creating black marble night lighting, basically, is what you're doing for absolutely free. Sadly, the maker of black marble passed away, so his products no longer can be installed if you've bought them, or even will work anymore unless you've still got them installed, which I luckily have for version 5. So I get a mixture of this and his stuff, which works on top of photoreal. Orbex night lighting doesn't work on top of photoreal because the photoreal is of high quality and the Orbex lighting won't sit on top of that. So we have to create our own basically, and that is exactly what we've done here using existing add-ons in the sim. If you've also got other night lighting packages you want to use, you just need to grab their code from your terrain file, in terrain CFG file, and put the code in. But I've done that hard work for you by getting you to install this freeware night lighting, and the codes will work from the profile. And that's it basically. Absolutely free night lighting that you can create on top of your photoreal and give yourself a truly Trueworth freeware product for anywhere in the world you wish to have, and you'll get beautiful night lights back in your sim once more. Guys, thank you so much for watching this quick tutorial add-on video for night lighting, sort of an extension of the free Trueworth series that I did. Don't forget, I do a giveaway every single month. I give away €50 for Sim Market vouchers for Flight Sim add-ons. All you have to do to be in with a chance to win is be a subscriber to my channel, leave comments down below in my videos, and at the end of every month I'll choose one lucky winner and go live with a vlog and announce the winner. Take care, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye.